Hello everyone. Today in this video I'm going to discuss about how you can read structures. So first of all we need to understand that what are the four reasons why market moves. To generate liquidity, to hunt liquidity, to rebalance to equilibrium and to rebalance to FEG or inefficiencies. So if we are looking at higher time frame, what we need actually, what we need to see if the market has been shifted from bullish to bearish or bearish to bullish. What we need a manipulation first. We always need a manipulation to validate that we are going higher or after breaking the structure. We need manipulation, then a break of structure, then a fair value gap, then a tap, then we can continue. So if we are on 4 hour chart, how I am supposed to be bullish at this area? At this point, most of the traders are going to think that at this point we are bullish. We have shifted our structure, but no. There is a reason because we haven't manipulated lower. If we want to go higher, we need to manipulate lower, and if we want to go lower, we need to manipulate higher. So at this point, we haven't manipulated below this liquidity. And what we did next, I will include this as my manipulation leg. I'm not confident that we are going straight up towards this buy side of the liquidity. I am still lean towards I want something from this fair value gap, either price disrespect or respect. I need price to respect and just go to equilibrium and then a move. At this point, if I am bullish, I want to see manipulation. Here we haven't got any SMT. If I go to ES, what ES is showing me that we haven't manipulated lower. We sweep daily sell side. We have swept daily sell side. But for me to get a reversal, I need internal manipulation first. So at this point here, you can see we have swept this external low. Now I need 4 hour to sweep internal. And at this point, what I saw a fair value gap on 4 hour. I marked my fib to this low to this high, taking the 50% of the range. What I saw next is we are on a fair value gap. We are on a fair value gap. And what price did next? We went to equilibrium. We respected it and we went higher. So what does it means? That we are getting a reaction from this equilibrium, not a reversal. It's not a reversal. What we need to see a manipulation first to eventually get a reversal. Now, at this point, what price did next? We went to this 4 hour fair value gap again and we continue to sell back lower. Now, at this point, to me, to validate a short setup, or you can say to validate bearish move, I need to see buy side to be taken out first. But we haven't did anything. We haven't swept buy side at 4 hour, which will be my internal high. It hasn't been taken out and it continue lower. At this point, I am neutral. If I am bullish, then I need to see this low to be taken out and eventually get a move and close above this high to actual be a market structure shift. So at this point, what it did next, we are still on equilibrium of the range. Yeah, we are still on this equilibrium of the range. We went to discount. We took out this internal low. What we did, we manipulated lower. So this is my manipulation leg towards the sell side. And eventually what we did next, we closed above this high. This means that we have shifted our structure from bearish to bullish. So this will be my sell side of the curve and this will be my buy side of the curve in terms of MMXM. So what we did next is We shifted our structure from bullish to bearish. We did a market structure shift followed by fair value gaps. It means that bearish are not in favor, but bullish came into the market. Bearishness is getting disrespected and bullishness is getting respected. As you can see, we are inverting this bearish fair value gaps. That means that we are lean towards buy side. We are bullish. Now I need to see same structure to be formed in either 1 hour, either 15 minutes, either 5 minutes, either 1 minute. It's practical. What I need to see internal low to be taken out. I need a structured shift. I need a fair value gap. I need a tap, and I use standard deviation, and I used to trade. Here, what I saw as we did this manipulation, we have our second manipulation right here. You can see internal low has been taken out, and we move straight buy side. After that, we did 4 hour market structure shift followed by this fair value gaps. And what I need to see if I'm bullish, I need to see this fair value gaps, either this fair value gap or this fair value gap to be respected. If I mark my fib towards this high, this low, the reason for me to not to mark because not to mark this high as because this is the last high price to put, and this was the last low. So you have to find the last high and last low to mark your fib. So as you can see, we are getting respected by the equilibrium. We took a support from the equilibrium, and eventually we got a respect from this bullish fair value gap. And what I need to see next, I need to see internal structure to be formed. At this point, if I go to lower time frames, like 1 hour, what I am having next? I am having this lows, internal lows on 4 hour. This is just LR. This is just an LR. Or I can say this is my external low if I am on 4 hour, and on my 1 hour, this is my internal lows. For me to bullish, I got a structure shift from bearish to bullish at 4 hour. Now I am bullish. Now what I need to see same structure to be formed. I got a manipulation leg, and I will go to 15 minute. What I need to see is at 9:30 how I just see how I am aligning the time based on price. We opened right here. This is my 9:30 candle. And what we did next, we eventually went lower, taking out this external low. We are rebalanced to fair value gap. And I need to see same structure to be formed. If I go to 5 minute, what I saw next, I saw internal low has been taken out. As soon as internal low has been taken out, I went to 1 minute. Now, this is my 5 minute internal low that has been taken out. And at this point, macros open at 9:50 to 11, not to 11, 10:10. At this macros, what you can see that we did a BPR. We eventually went lower, creating fair value gap, and we eventually went higher, creating this fair value gap, bullish fair value gap. And what we did next, we eventually tap into this fair value gap, and immediate we got a reaction. And what is my target? What should be my target? How long should I hold? That's depend upon your model, upon your standard deviation. Let me mark my standard deviation from this low to this high. As I told previously, this is my last high and this is my last low. So where is my 2 point minus 2 point is aligning? Right here somewhere. And if I go to 5 minute, there is nothing, there is no buy side. Or eventually I can take this internal high. If I go to 1 minute once again, I'm going to put my trades somewhere here. My stop loss will be at this manipulation leg, or I am putting 25 point SL, and I could eventually target these highs. As you can see, we are having equal highs that are resting as buy side of the liquidity. You can see how the model is aligning with the time frames and with uh, the price. This is my time frames and this is my price. And you can see 930 eventually dumped, macros did a reversal and we went all the way higher. And this is my internal high where I should took a trade. Now, your model is fractal. The model is completely fractal. You will see the thing on 4 hour, and if you are going to see on 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute, and 1 minute. These are aligned. If you are aligning these frames to your model, then you will find this kind of high quality setups. Which is like 150 points is not a joke for everyone to take a trade like that. You're targeting 150 points with one mini, that's like 3K a day. And it's okay that if you are entering with 5 micro, or it's up to you how you are holding your trades, how you are managing your risks, how you are capable of holding that trade. If somewhere it dumped, like this two candle are dumb and you got a break even and you put your SL somewhere here, or you exited due to FOMO, it's up to you how you manage your trade. Like you can take 10 points or 20 points a day and earn a huge lot of amount, but you have to risk more to eventually get more profits. So it's just a confluence. You can see this is my accumulation phase, this is my manipulation phase, and this is my distribution phase. You can see we are having AMD as well as our uh, MMXM model playing out. This is my sell side of the curve, and this is my buy side of the curve. Now it's fractal. You will see same thing over and over again. Like, let me remove this first. You will see same thing to be formed every time. Here, after this high, what we did, we got our change in state again. Like this is my change in state at 4 hour. I got a market structure shift right here, and this is over. Now I got again one change in state of delivery, and what I need to see next, same model to be play out. This is my 4 hour fair value gap. What I need to see, I need to see a clear manipulation. I need to see I need to see equilibrium to be respected. Price should take a support from equilibrium of the range. This is my equilibrium. You just see how price is reacting to this equilibrium. News also impact price action. News also either it rebalance to equilibrium and give a rejection or reaction or reversal. News also play out a vital role. Like you can target data highs and data lows as your targets, or you can see the lows to be taken out. It means news, if the drawn liquidity is in favor, price action going to sweep that as much as very fast if the news is going to play out. Like if we are having CPI, PPI, NFP, and let's suppose PCE index, I guess, but FOMC, PMI, you may get a manipulation, small manipulation, or a large phase of distribution. And what I need to see next year, this is my model. I got a manipulation. Let's suppose this is a 1 minute chart. Forget about this. Just forget about this is a 4 hour chart. Just assume this as my model. I got a manipulation, I got a change in state, and what I need to see this fair value gap to be hold and eventually continue to this internal high. And after this, you will say that this is my manipulation. But why price haven't got any means haven't swept this buy side? Because we haven't gone to any discount of the range. We must go discount to sweep buy side. We must go discount if we are bullish, and we must go premium if we are bearish. What we did, we went to equilibrium and we gave a reaction towards this buy side. Let me just replay from here. If I go to 1 hour, what I'm having is we are having FOMC this Wednesday, 7th of May at 2 p.m. So what AM session was doing, it's just generating liquidity for FOMC. It was generating liquidity. What we are doing, we rebalance to this 1 hour fair value gap, and eventually we are falling off. At this point, if I go to 15 minute, you can see this is my 9:30 somewhere here. What we are doing at 9:30, we are generating liquidity. We are going to this fair value gap, bearish fair value gap. We are manipulating, and on 1 minute we are looking for this trade. Internal. This is my internal structures. You can see for 4 hour for 15-minute chart, this is my accumulation phase, this is my manipulation phase, and this is my distribution. MMXM. Sell side of the curve, buy side of the curve. What we saw next is if you are going to 5 minute of time frame, let me just clear out this first. What I saw next is how was supposed to take a trade. Like I already told that we need a change in state of delivery. So here, where we have got a change in state of delivery, here. Why? We have swept internal sell side, and now we broke our structure towards the buy side. We are inverting, we have inverted this fair value gap. This is my, these two candles is my FOMC candle. And after FOMC, we inverse this candle, we have change in state of delivery higher. And you will say why we haven't hold this fair value gap if we are bullish. Because we haven't made any low. This is no wick candle. Price is always going to make a wick if the candle is having no wick. Like if it made a no wick candle and price eventually made a wick and straight up towards the drawn liquidity. So where is my drawn liquidity? This high. Why? Because this is equal highs. It is the magnetic zone for the price to eventually sweep this. And I have no idea that we are going to either this high or this high. And I know, I am pretty much confident that we are going to sweep this highs. Now, at 1 minute time frame, what I saw next is I need same thing to be happen. What I saw, we rebalance to equilibrium. We are on a fair value gap of 1 hour. What we did next on 1 minute, we swept internal. We gave a change in state of delivery at 1 minute time frame followed by this fair value gap, and I took a long here targeting this body close, this body open. My stop loss is 25 points at this high. Why I am confident at this buy side? Because I know this is the data highs of 5 minute of body open of bearish candle. So I'm pretty much confident to take my target at this high because we have done all our job to eventually move further back higher. See at this point we made equal lows And I think ES did assembly divergence. Let me check. Yeah. Oh, sorry. We did an SMT divergence, and after this, we got a change in stereo delivery, and we went all the way higher with these two candles towards the drawn liquidity. We are on a 5 minute fair value gap. We made this wick of the candle, and eventually we went all the way back higher. So this is how you can read the structures. It is only based upon your model, how you are grinding your model, how you are looking at your model, how much confident you are in your model. It's only up to you. I know that I want each and everything to be clear to eventually take a trade. You will see your setups to be formed every day, but you need to control yourself to taking this random setups. Like if the setups are not been formed, you are getting FOMO. You need to make money. If you are focused on making money, the money is not going to come. Just read psychological. Just read psychology. Just read human psychology. How does our brain performs? How does our brain works? If you are having that clear understanding about that, then you can control yourself. You can manage yourself. You can say, "Oh, this is my not my setup, so I am going to avoid this day, or I will be going to avoid this whole week." See, our mind is programmed like that. If we are giving value to something, we will be going to attach emotionally, and if we are going to attach emotionally, then we will be getting like you can say we will be either getting FOMO, and either we will be getting like uh, you can say we will be attached towards emotionally. We will not think from our mind. We will think from our the emotional part of our brain. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing to this channel. And that's all. Thanks for watching. Peace out.